Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Alabama's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can...
Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Finds his man. It's Hale. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Let's send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna run it. It's Young. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Russell. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So UCLA's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it down low. Touchdown, Alabama! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Running to Green, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Backed up now here, second and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The run from the shotgun. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama quickly back to the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. They'll send out the kicker here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Let's go. Right. Single. All right.
Wants to pass. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed down by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll run it from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Let's go. Break. Double, double. Get ready.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking for space. It's Cox. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They'll come to the line, just 1 yard shot. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. The Tide will get the first down.
Man, there are a lot of players who I think might tense up in that kind of situation. You know you got the lead, it's 4th down, but they just go out and they're on the same page, and they convert, and they're able to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more clock.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. got it behind the line. It's Hale. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the Heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So an 82-yard drive there. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
But this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Power ahead. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Dropping back, it's Gardner. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Use the play fake, down a throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing it down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, and now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that